Okay, I don't know if I'm live yet. I still got a circle on my end, and I don't know why. All the file folders are in their place for everything. Everything got its place. What's up, everybody? Cajun Coin Hunter here with you today, aka Boudreaux. What hat we got on today? We got the Evan Root hat on today. Damn good motor. Damn fine engine. Okay, yep, and it's showing 32 seconds in, so I figured we were live. All right, we got guess who's in the house tonight? Early at that, yeah. Mr. Theo, Country Mile Garage. What's happening, good sir? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
I forgot to tell everybody in here happy 4th of July. How y'all are today? All right, boom, boom. I see we got 3 watching and nobody's talking. So
Not yet.
I took a chance on going live on the 4th, you know. Yeah. I don't know why that thing said Wi-Fi because I don't showing a Wi-Fi signal. I don't have Wi-Fi on my laptop. I don't. Hardwired straight to the router. Randy Torboli, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing?
Hey, Randy, how are you? Yeah, we ain't got much for 4th of July. We have rain now already for an hour. So
We had a little bit today. John Moose, what's happening, brother? How you doing?
the Moose, how are you?
My son was gonna come today and bring some meat. He works at a slaughterhouse. Used to be the old Circle V down in Henry, right on the coast. And somebody bought it out from the Viators, hence Circle V Viators, and they had a
Hey,
they've
Missy,
been
how are
down
you?
here for years and years. There's my honey, Miss Missy. Echo, really?
I don't hear no echo on your end, boo, from here,
Yeah.
unless
Couldn't
I'm
be no
echoing.
echo. Nope. Turn my mic down just a hair, but oh, his fault. Okay. Uh, double vision, double hearing, same thing. Kind of, you know, ear, nose, and throat, all the same thing. Double vision, like that old foreigner song. Uh, so this company bought out Circle V, and they raised some special kind of breed of cattle. I think no, they came down here and they brought these cattle over and then bred some of these cattle with some of the stuff that somebody had down here also. Anyway, it's a special breed of cattle, and it's all like that grass fed. You know, it's
Mhm.
that new stuff they got out nowadays. But this has
Yep.
been going on. They've been doing this for years and years before this trend even caught on. And it's nice meat. You know, I mean, it's expensive too. But
Yeah, it's
anyway,
probably
my
about
son works.
around here. That costs about twice as much than what you can buy it at the store for.
Yeah, I don't know the price of it. I just know that it's they got certain stores they sell it in New Iberia, Lafayette, and Abbeville. Hey, Gleason, what's up, brother? Yeah, okay, not a problem, Gleason. You got some family over there, but he works over there, and he's one of the butchers. And you know they trained him. You know he's been working there for a little while now, but they trained him. He knew a little bit about certain cuts of meat, but they saw an opportunity to get a raw greenhorn that wants to, is interested in that kind of work, and then mold him the way they want to mold him. You know what I mean? Just like the
Mhm.
army, they'd rather a young 17, 18-year old
Yeah.
than a 25-year old, that's got bad habits, you know.
Yep.
So, and which he told me how old he was, but he ain't that old. Uh, he's gonna be 39 in September. I think he said he's going to be 42. He ain't that old. Anyway, he brought some meat down, and he said he's got a big old thick round steak, about like that.
Mm-hmm.
When them, a round steak, that's off the hind quarter. Some big one with that little bone inside. Oh yeah, I'll fight over that bone. Get the inside of that sucker. Missy gonna cook it down in a gravy. He was supposed to be here today, bring some ribs, but he went to his mama's, so he'll be here tomorrow. Show you a picture of some of that meat.
Oh yeah, that looks
There's
pretty
some
good.
ribs, yeah, beef ribs. Man, oh yeah, here we go. Now I got the right angle.
You got the right angle of the dangle.
Look at them
Yep.
ribs, boy. Man, they got a lot of meat on them things. They got a quan that big on it. Yeah, he took them sideways. I forgot to hold the phone sideways.
Yep.
Yeah, man. There's a there's about 10 whole beef hanging up in a
Mm-hmm.
cooler. There, can't see them all in there. Anyway, Missy's gonna do some good with that round steak tomorrow. He said, "Man, I love Mrs. Meat and gravy, rice and gravy. Man, she can cook." And that boy, he'll eat 2 plates. He will. You get up and get that second one. If he's hungry, oh yeah, he'll get 2 plates. He loves Mrs. Cooking. You got 2 wild boys there with you, huh, Gleason? I thought I seen somebody else in there. I guess I saw wrong. That was probably that wild boys, and then I probably thought that was backwood boys I was seeing. Yeah, I reckon they got everybody's out with their family and stuff.
If it's not raining, it's like I said, it's raining pretty hard here. Nobody ain't gonna do much.
It rained earlier, not enough to mess up the barbecue, which I didn't barbecue, but I was gonna.
Yeah, it's
And
been raining
I
here
got
well
some,
over an hour, pretty solid. So
I got some seasoned oak wood, about I don't know, 16, 18 inches long. Just some quarter split stuff, a bunch of it. And I was gonna if I had some charcoals, I was gonna put a little coals in the pit, put a little starter fluid, get that going, and then put my oak wood on top, a couple of pieces. That way I can get a good fire going for
mhm.
about an hour and a half. To get the wood coals, not the charcoal coals, but the wood coals from the oak, and then cook on the side of that. Oh yeah, man, ain't nothing like cooking on wood. Instead of charcoal briquettes, wood's better.
When it comes to that, I like to cook on propane. Turn it on, fire it up, and in no time that sucker is hot.
Yeah, I got a propane grill, and it works. But I, I'd probably have to air the burners out a little bit because
Mhm.
I think I was using coal in it,
Yeah,
charcoal.
see, I don't have no patience for any of that.
Uh, Lady Spitfire, hello, how y'all doing over there on the East Coast? Happy 4th. Somebody just set off a M80. Oh, what's that there, Mona Meat? Oh, yeah, you sure did.
there, Johnny. You muted yourself. Nobody can hear you, boo.
Yeah, I heard somebody.
Okay. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Johnny, how are you?
Yeah.
He said, "How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
You coming over?"
I drove my Jeep all the way to Branch and back, and then moved back. So
That'll work. You coming over?
I,
I mean, if you want to. You know, we ain't cooked tonight, so uh, you know, we didn't cook anything, so we won't have nothing to eat.
I'll go for a while. Ow, you mosquito.
Okay.
I'll go for a little while, I guess.
All right.
All right.
All right. Please stop. Baby, when the phone rings, she's how do you call that? She got to learn when the phone would ring, and she with a familiar voice, that voice. She knew that front door was going to open in a few minutes. You know, and Johnny walked through the front door. Boy, she's looking at me like, "Is he coming? Is he coming?" She's like, "Johnny's here." So she's associating that phone call with Johnny coming through that door anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because he used to call when he would walk here. Yeah, unlock the door, Missy. When he would get almost to the front door, he'd call, "I'm here." So when the phone would ring, and then the door would open, not 2 minutes later, she's used to that. Now every time that phone rings, I don't care who it is, she barks. Chris Miller, how you doing, mon ami? That's a little long-haired Chihuahua, Lady Spitfire. Let's see. Moose ran. Oh, okay. It's 8:12 and still daylight. Oh yeah, Randy over here. It could be 15 to 9. We still got daylight. Oh, I want a dog. Yeah, you can have this one. Come get it. Come get her. I mean, come get her.
Just don't answer the phone because it'll think that Johnny's coming through the door.
Don't have John Anderson Seminole Wind for a ringtone. Because that song came on. I was listening to K-Bone the other day on the computer instead of on the radio. I was listening to it on the computer, and John Anderson's song "Seminole Wind" came on, and baby started barking.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lady Spitfire.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's sad. I had a little kitty cat come up to me yesterday. I don't know where she come from. I think the mama had a litter under the house or something, I guess. Nice little tabby, you know, gray and white, gray and black stripe tabby. And and I know it's a female because she looks like Taylor Swift. She looks just like Taylor Swift. And she's like, "Ram, ram, ram," and I'm like, "Oh, look at that little kitty." And it's a feral cat. You know, wow, nobody's ever held it or petted it. And she came right up to me. I'm like, "Oh, what?" And then I reached down and grabbed her and all. Missy saw her. She's, "Oh man," Missy freaked out. "Oh, come here, come here. Go give her some food." And here, you go give her some food. She gave her some milk. And that little cat just about lapped all that milk up out that bowl. And I wasn't about to let her down on the floor with that dog right there. That dog would have scared her. She'd have went under the sofa or something, under the bed, and would have never got her out. David Carlisle, what's up? Happy 4th of July. So I brought her back outside. Garage Monkey Mechanics. Yep, happy Independence Day. Happy 4th. John is here. Heard the door slam. So I brought her back outside where she belongs. No house cats.
Hey, David, how are you?
And with them to your legs, Johnny, you bleeding all over the place.
Where I'm bleeding.
On your legs. Look around your knees. There's a bunch. You got a bunch of red spots on your leg. Damn. Oh, that's right.
Been like that.
Really? Yeah, he don't look where he's walking and he hits his legs and stuff.
Hey, Johnny, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Good.
Took my Jeep on the road today. He didn't
Still
look
doing
back.
good?
So I think it's all right.
He brought it on a trip.
Yeah, and did good?
Yeah, he made it back.
Yeah.
It was let's see, from here to Branch and back, I want to say it was about 40 miles, something like that. 40, 45 miles round trip.
Yeah, it's a good test drive.
Yeah, he pulled a trailer with it day before yesterday. I don't know, 14, 16-foot trailer and hauled a big zero turn on it. So that was another little test, kind of a load test. Oh, yeah, Missy made a casserole. She put some deep fried tater tots in the bottom of a casserole dish. She cooked down about 2 pounds of ground meat. There's Mr. Russ Jones. Happy 4th, Russ. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing
Is that
good. How about you?
Aram 79? That YouTube channel?
What
That
is it?
shirt you got on.
Oh yeah, A-Bomb 79.
A-Bomb. Yeah, man, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, he come to my house years ago. We did a crawfish boil and smoked a bunch of ribs and stuff like that. My all set, and he brought me this shirt. I mean, it's been about 6 years ago. That was some good shirts, but it's still holding up. And I got another one over here too that he gave me way back when. Hey,
Yeah,
Missy.
he's got a nice machine shop. He's got
Oh,
some big equipment.
he got a brand new machine shop. Just
Really?
Yeah. It's only, well, let's put it like this: a year and a half ago, he was had all kind of videos showing the new shop and all the equipment.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, she put them tater tots, covered the bottom of that casserole dish. Did about 2 pounds of ground meat, maybe 3 pounds of ground meat. Cooked that down. Got the grease side of it. Put that on top of the tater tots. I mean, it covered the tater tots. Couldn't see no more. I guess about that thick of ground. It was a damn big old casserole dish. Cheese, all different kind of cheeses. Some sliced banana peppers, jalapeno peppers all over that. Some more cheese. Something else I forgot. She baked that in the oven. Not long because everything was already cooked. And man, let me tell you what. We ate the hell out of that for the last 2 days. That's all we ate. Yesterday for breakfast, what you want? I said some of that tater tot casserole. Last night, me and Johnny ate after tackling that car, tater tot casserole, big old pieces. Well, me and Johnny finished it off. Text guy 790. What's up, Mona? Me, happy 4th. So yeah, that was good. We got to make another one here pretty soon.
Well, Boo, looks like you got yourself a crew going here, so I'm going to join the rest of the family again.
All right, Theo, I appreciate you coming in, man.
Hope everybody has a good 4th of July and a safe weekend, and we'll catch you on Sunday.
Night. Yep, yeah, y'all catch us on Sunday, 8 o'clock.
Your time.
My time. Yeah. Let me see. What time would it be? 9 o'clock your time? No. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
9 your time. Yeah, 9 your time. Anyway, Country Mile Garage, just like you see it right there.
Hey,
All
man.
right, guys.
All right, man.
Oh.
Please stop.
Blue out. Y'all take care. Bye.
Later.
Madwood Barbecue. What's up?
What's up, Madwood?
I got to get one of them pizzas going again. I got two of them, what is that? Tombstone pizza. Man, it was on sale for like $4.98. They're regularly $5.98. And then they had a 75-cent or $1 off coupon. Bunch of coupons laying on top of the cooler on like one of them rink kind of shower curtain things.
Yeah.
And bunch of coupons hanging on it. You just tear them off. So I grabbed two of those pizzas for $3 a piece. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a Supreme, but I doctor it up anyway. I'll throw ground meat on there, cooked ground meat. And I'll load it with pepperoni. You can't see the pizza through the pepperonis. It's a actual full layer of pepperoni. And we did one a while back. And that pepperoni, they put a lot of pepperoni on those pizzas. And Tombstone, they put a lot of pepperoni. Tombstone and Red Baron, or is it DiGiorno? Oh, Tombstone and DiGiorno. They the same company. They manufacture the same plant.
Yeah, they taste totally different though.
They sister companies.
Yeah.
When I had my cabinet shop in Broussard, the thing that built whatever next to me was what'd I say? Blackstone? Not Blackstone. Tombstone and DiGiorno pizza facility. The 18-wheeler would stop in, back up, and the guy that was in charge of the building, in charge of the route, he would show up, open it, raise the door up, and they'd put all them roller things, like 2 foot wide, and all in boxes of pizza would roll down out of that freezer, big old freezer 18-wheeler, and going in a big freezer unit inside that building.
Yeah.
It was a 25 by 50 foot building, 1,000 square feet, and or a little more, and they had freezer units in there. And then he'd come every day with his truck, a big bread truck. It was a freezer truck, and load pizzas up and go deliver that to all the stores.
Gotcha.
Sometimes he showed up twice a day, and he showed up in my cabinet shop. Says, "You do work for the public?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he says, "I got something. Might want you see if you can look at it. It's like a rocker type deal." I'm like, "Okay." I says, "Bring it whenever you want." He says, "I got it in my truck." I'm like, "Okay." So it just needed some gluing. One of the little dials came out with the rails.
Yeah.
And I glued it up, clamped it, and I said, "We give it about 5 or 6 hours to cook, and it'll be all right." He said, "Oh, speaking of cooking," he says, "You eat pizza?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I love pizza." And I said, "I like the brand you carry." And he was like, "Okay, all right." So he came back and he gave me a whole case of pizzas. And he says, "Can you handle one of these a week?" I'm like, "Yeah." About every 2 weeks I had a case of pizzas.
Yeah.
Case and a half. Oh yeah. Stephen and Jacqueline, how y'all doing over there? Man, I'm glad y'all came through in the islands okay. Man, a few of them islands north of you. Ooh, man, they got destroyed. I mean, they ain't nothing left. Concrete buildings and stuff. Concrete and steel buildings. No, he's not north of Cozumel, up there by, Trinidad. Remember I was showing you the islands over there? What's that main city on the mainland right south of Trinidad? Is that Cozumel down there? Yeah, I think. Wait.
Cozumel's in Mexico.
Yeah, this is Venezuela.
Yeah.
What's that other? Well, you got
South
Cancun. On the Yucatan, you got Cancun and
Yeah.
another sea town, I think.
Yucatan
But-
Peninsula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be. Yeah,
There's another town south of where you're talking about. And I can't remember the name of it. In Mexico. off
Yeah, I
the
think it might be Cozumel, Cancun, then maybe Cozumel or Cozumel straight south of
and
Trinidad.
there was another one too, and I can't think of it. I was watching it on the Weather Channel the other day. Well, a weather video. I don't hardly ever watch regular TV anymore. I watch all my weather on YouTube videos. There's a bunch of them.
Anyway, there's a town south of Trinidad, a city, major city, and it's a major port too, like for ships and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, north of Trinidad, and not that much far north neither, because Stephen was like on the good side of the storm.
Yeah.
Uh,
You got the Dominican Republic it passed by, and then Jamaica
yeah.
yesterday. And
Oh yeah, but that's
way
it,
further
it,
up.
it,
Yeah.
it tore up Jamaica.
Yeah.
It hit the day before in Trinidad, but it didn't hit them bad.
No, it
They
was
had
north
more
of
or less
them.
that the hurricane was on top of the island,
Yeah. Right. I was watching it. Yeah.
and they had two of those islands like Martinique, and the eye passed below one, and then what was it? Not Barbados. Barbados was up far, but it kind of tore up Barbados a little bit too.
Yeah.
Mark Billatron, happy 4th of July. Yeah, on call. That's right. He made a comment in my latest video I put out on that radio.
Playa del Carmen.
I've been to Playa del Carmen and Cozumel and an island just off the coast. Well, Cozumel's on the Yucatan Peninsula, or is that the one on Venezuela? Mike Badger, what's up, mon ami? Oh, Grenada. Yeah, Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados, and then Jamaica got hit. Real bad. Yeah.
There you go.
The eye passed right south of Jamaica, but I mean, the worst of the storm passed over
Here's our
Jamaica.
report.
Hmm.
Stephen and Jacqueline, they were in the middle of it, huh?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it just now, because he came in and said hi.
Uh-huh. I've been to Cozumel. I never got off the boat though.
Okay, so it's Cozumel that's on the Yucatan Peninsula. That's when you went on a K-Bone cruise?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think of what town is right below Trinidad. What city?
Tobago.
Starts with a C. I want to say it starts with a C.
No, I guess Stephen would know.
Yeah, Stephen, what's that major city right below Trinidad? That way I don't have to look it up and slow my computer down.
Tobago.
No, Tobago is one of the islands north of him. Yeah, Tobago and St. Vincent. And then there's what, St. Lucie, Port Lucie, one of them islands north of him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of islands in those Windward Islands, Leeward Islands. There's a lot of islands. There's more islands there than you can see on the map because they're smaller and they don't show up unless you zoom in real close.
The Cayman Islands, they fared pretty good.
The Cayman Islands.
Yeah, they didn't get much, like 50
Oh
miles.
no, the Caymans. Those are
I think
those are north of Cuba.
I think they said they got like 55-mile-an-hour winds was top speed there. We've had thunderstorms worse than that.
The Caymans. Those are north of Cuba.
No, it's south of Cuba.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It was north of the eye of that storm.
Oh, okay. St. Lucia is another. Yeah, St. Lucia is another island.
Yep. I'll be this time next week. I'll be in Iola, Wisconsin, getting there next Tuesday. This coming Tuesday.
You going to what you call it?
They
Over
got
there?
that Iola car show again this year, and
Okay.
this next week I'll fly out next Tuesday at 6:30 a.m. Flying all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jeff will pick me up there. Go back to his place. I'll be there a week.
Okay, yeah, that's Jeff. Yeah.
Dead Broke Barbecue. You're cutting out.
Me?
Yeah, you was cutting out bad. You still are, I think.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, it could be on my end, but
It's Caracas, the city I'm thinking about. But it's, south and then to the west of him. And then there's Puerto La Cruz
oh,
over there too.
you was googling. That's why you were cutting out.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
had no watermelon.
Caracas.
We did have a cantaloupe last week, but I haven't had watermelon yet this summer. Hadn't even thought
Oh,
about
them
it.
Sugar Town melons are all over town now. Sugar Town melons, everybody's selling them.
Yeah,
What's up, Simon?
Simon.
Yeah, Caracas and Margaritaville.
Ooh, I seen on the news this morning they're growing some. I don't know if it's not in Japan. Some cube-shaped watermelon.
Oh, they've been doing that. They put them in a square glass container.
Yeah.
They'll put the young melon in there,
Yeah.
in the opening. And then when the melon grows, it takes the shape of the glass.
Yeah.
And it's a square watermelon. It's just like a cucumber in a bottle.
And they sell it for hundreds of dollars in Japan.
No, well, you got to break the glass to get it out. And it's thin glass, Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Happy 4th. And Simon, happy 4th.
What's up, Karen?
Like a cucumber in a bottle. You can take a beer bottle. When you get a cucumber real small, just put it inside the beer bottle, tie the bottle to the fence, or lay it on the ground, whatever, and the cucumber will grow inside that bottle. And you just when it gets certain size, just snip the stem, and then boom, show people I got a cucumber. And how'd you get it in that bottle? It's magic.
Oh goodness.
I got to get some more lemonade. I'll be right back. Did y'all grill out, Russ? Did you grill out today or what?
No, I'm cooking tomorrow. I got to shoot a video for my cooking channel, and I shot a real fast video today for my other channel. I mean, I shot it. I come here and edited, and it was up by 5 o'clock, and got that one done because it's gonna be over. Like I said, I'm leaving there Tuesday, so it's gonna be a week and a half before I even have an opportunity to shoot any kind of more videos. So I want to do one for both channels. I'll shoot that one tomorrow, then edit over the weekend and get it probably out by Monday anyway. As long as it ain't storming or anything. If you heard all that, I don't know.
Yep, I sure did.
Okay.
I was at the ice box.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna go. This gonna be my vacation, I reckon. I'll have my iPhone. I might shoot some footage just for Instagram or something like that, but I'm not shooting no full length video like I did last time I went up there. I don't want to be bothered with it. I just want to go help out with the car show. We're going to be cooking, and I think he's wanting to make 150 barbecue or pulled pork sandwiches each day. We got beef to do, and we got pork ribs to do. I can't remember what all. But just help him, kick back, have a good time.
You and Jeff going to go live from his studio?
I don't know. It depends on how everything goes.
Bless you.
Maybe. I'll let him decide that.
Oh, okay.
I might carry this computer with me, this MacBook, but I haven't decided yet. I don't really want to have to worry about it too much. Traveling would be the only thing that might prevent me. but I wouldn't mind having it with me. We're not gonna have much downtime though, because well, we kind of will. The actual car show I think is going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days of it, and we'll be out of there like 5:30 in the afternoon. So he's wanting to try to get all the cooking done during the day, like for the next day. Go ahead, whatever we're gonna have the next day, go ahead and get it going that morning and put it in the holding oven. Pull it right before it's ready. Like don't get it completely like you normally would, and hold it the rest of that day and over into the next day. Like they do in barbecue restaurants.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think that last time I was there, we would spend nights, seasoning up meat, getting it on all his pits he's got there at his place, and let it go all night long. And then next morning it was almost ready, but not quite. We'd take it to the show. We're trying to avoid all that this time, to where in the evenings we can just kick back and enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
But
Forgot which vegetable they put in the plastic, make it look like Frankenstein. Maybe a zucchini.
yeah, I don't know.
Zucchinis, they grow fast.
If we do go live, I went live on my channel last time I was there, but probably do it on his channel. He hadn't put no videos up in forever anyway. Might as well do it on his channel because he's already set up for it. Out there in his studio, to where all he's got to do is just click live and go.
Yeah.
But he
I
might
remember
not want
you.
to.
I remember you went live, but that was a few years back.
Yeah,
That
we did it. We did it with these my iPhone. That's all we did that night. That was a fun live. If I do go live though, if I end up bringing this computer, I'll use it. We just set it up and it'll capture both of us. But we'll see how that goes.
happened. Johnny's on the phone. He had a phone call coming in. He still does, but um, yeah, that was a good live y'all had. This was oh man, I don't know, I forget 4 or 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
That's before. I mean, he had the studio, but that's before he did the air conditioning, heat, or whatever, all that.
Yeah.
Improved the garage.
Right. I forget which vegetable to put in a plastic form that makes it look like Frankenstein. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard, but I don't know which one they put in there. Like Simon said,
Yeah.
I don't know why. First thing came to my mind was a zucchini. It could be a pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
A pumpkin would make a good Frankenstein head.
Yeah.
All the ridges in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, my wife was getting ready to go to the store yesterday, and man, it was a missed opportunity for me, really, because the video I did today was how to test an alternator, with a multimeter. And
Oh, okay.
yesterday she had to go to Walmart, and I was in here on the phone with a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, and she said, "I need your help. The car won't start." I'm like, "What?" And it was just funny. I'm like, "Oh crap!" Got to thinking. I said, that car is 5 years old." I said, "It's original battery." Went out there and I brought my multimeter out there with me. It was showing like 12.2 volts, but as soon as she hit that key, man, it dropped down to like 8 volts. I'm like, yeah, this ain't shot. But then I checked the voltage and it lost like 2 volts just trying to start it that one time.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. You had a big time voltage drop right there.
yeah. So anyway, she went to one of these, I think AutoZone, and just got a new battery and had them put it on. I didn't even want to bother with it. I got to think, I was like, God burn it, I should have pulled out an iPhone or something and got some footage of that.
Yeah, yeah. Have her hold the phone while you do the test.
Yeah, I've got this tester right here that I didn't even put it on there, but it'll tell you if your battery's worth of crap or not. It'll also check your charging system. I played around with it today a little bit. It's pretty cool. It'll sit there and run tests on your alternator. I didn't use it. I showed how to do it with a multimeter, but
Right.
you know, that little thing works pretty good for the price.
What? That thing doesn't put a load on the battery, does it?
It checks all that. It'll tell you what the cold cranking amps are. You read on your battery what it's supposed to be. It'll tell you what you actually have. You know, it'll run through the
Yeah.
charging system to tell you when to idle it up. It'll do all that crap. That's the problem, man. This there car we got, it's a 2019 Toyota Corolla. And I'm sitting there looking for the throttle body so I can sit there and rev the thing up. I'm like, well, crap. It's all electronic. The accelerator pedal, there is no cable. You know, there is no cable. It's a sensor in there that
It's a sensor that, yeah.
as you press, it increases voltage, and you know the computer's running. Like, man, I don't know if I like that or not. That thing go haywire. You liable to take off like a screaming demon, you know. But yeah,
They've been having that technology for quite a few years now.
yeah.
And,
I think
they've
2016 up to 2015 on the car I got, the Toyota Corolla, it had a cable. But in 2016, the model I have a 2019. 2016 is when they went to that on my car. I don't know about the rest of them. They're all just getting. You got to be a rocket scientist just about to work on this crap nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sensor that senses where that, and that's what they say, throttle positioning sensor.
Well, it ain't.
TPS.
Yeah, it's not even throttle position. Those have been around for years. This is actually a sensor that when you're applying pressure with your pedal, it's a pedal sensor. There's two of them.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's sensing where you when you press on that gas on the gas pedal,
It's sensing where your pedal's at.
it's going where
Right.
doing what your foot's doing.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the way it does is by increasing voltage to whatever it's talking to. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's what I was trying to lay down.
yeah. It's crazy. But
Mark, it's behind him on there, Smoky Ribs Barbecue, and I typed it in chat, and it's Smoky with KY, not an E in there.
Mark, how you pronounce his last name?
Billitrum.
Yeah, I got two channels. I got a cooking channel. That's what the play button is for. That channel's 12 years old. Smoky Ribs Barbecue is my cooking channel. Then I got a newer channel it's not even 5 months old yet. It's Skill Savvy DIY.
Some ribs right there, beef ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Some my son
See that?
cooked today. That's them ribs I was showing you yesterday. You remember that big old piece,
Oh yeah.
big old hunk of rib? He sent me them pictures last night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he put them on the pit at his mama's today.
Oh, that's from Dustin.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at the quail on that boy, man.
Oh yeah.
He's bringing a round steak tomorrow.
Appreciate it,
He's
David.
coming tomorrow. He's at his mom. Remember, he was supposed to be here today with them ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd rather that round steak anyway. I don't know. Man, them ribs look good, and that's something he cut from a cow, so at the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Mama used to cook a round steak ball. My brother would grab that bone and
Oh, I'll fight you over that bone too.
and stick his finger in it and dig the mire out.
Oh yeah, I'd suck it out.
Yeah, I was sitting there just saying that channel's 12 years old. It's actually 12 years old this month. I think the 12th marks 12 full years. The 12th, it's either 12th or 16th. I don't forgot, but it's this month. Whew, man, it's a lot of time went by. I grew old on that channel.
Is that your play button on top of the door?
Yeah.
Okay, I never noticed it up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have it on the wall behind me, but I hung that banner back up, so I had to move it. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, David, for putting that up, sharing that link out. I think I'm saying that last name right, Mark. Is it Billitrum? Billitrum? Because I see UI in there. UITRUM. I don't know if it's Bill Wheatrum or
Yeah, don't get me lying
I've
on
been
that.
saying Billitrum forever. So yeah, Billitrum. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he said yes.
Uh, yeah, we're gonna do. We didn't. I was gonna do fire in the pit today, but got a
Hey, the moose.
bunch of oak wood men the neighbors hauled over here from his house. Just some split oak, like for firewood. And he made a little bonfire. I don't know why he made a big old bonfire in the summertime, and it was in the daytime. It wasn't even at night.
Hmm.
I'd rather do a fire at night, and when it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, my granddaughter, she raked up all of the dead limbs in the backyard when she was here and got them all piled up. I need to go back there and start a small fire and burn all that down. A bunch of leaves, too. It's been too much rain right now. I gotta let all that crap dry back out.
Wish we'd get a little bit. It rained a little bit earlier today. I mean, it
Yeah, it
wasn't
rained
really.
here.
Did it rain in Branch today?
I mean, it's just isolated thunderstorms, but we get
all
them.
the way around us.
Well, we got some of that rain from that thunder you heard.
And this morning I was cleaning out my Jeep and it sprinkled a little bit, but that's about it.
Uh,
Yeah, we got rain. Well, it's about dissipated. We had it all around us earlier.
yeah, it wasn't enough to kill a party, but
No, we had some
like
rain come. It rained hard for maybe 15, 20 minutes and stopped, just enough to heat things back up.
yeah, sauna when the sun came, but the sun never came back out that hard. So
Yeah, I can walk outside with these glasses on, and man, they fog up instantly. Thick,
wow.
wet. Oh my God, it's humid. I brought my camera out there today to shoot that video, and I literally had to let it sit there 30 minutes. I'm holding it in front of the fan. I got a fan out in my garage. I'm sitting there blowing air on it. It still took that long to completely thaw that off the lens. They sit in here in this air condition. Since they hit that humidity, man.
Oh yeah. No, let's see, what was it? I walked out. Oh, it was Missy was drying some clothes the other day, and we had the door closed on the bathroom because we got a huge bathroom in the house, and the washer and dryers in the bathroom. But when you walk in the door, there's a huge pantry. It's a closet, linen closet, but it's huge.
Yeah.
It's not like the Levitic. It's like, I don't know, 4 foot by 2 foot. 3 foot by 2 foot.
Right.
And then the dryer sets up against that, that wall, that closet, and then the washer, and then you have the sink, and then the tub's on the right. So we got the bathroom's 12 foot by 6 foot or 7 foot wide.
Gotcha.
About 7 foot wide, 12 by 7. So it's a good sized bathroom. Well, she's drying clothes, and I walk in there to, take a leak, and then man, my glasses fog up, and then when I get out, I'm in the cold air, in the kitchen, and my lenses just clear up right away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Quick
sweet.
Ranch, what's up, Dave? Happy 4th. I'm up in Oscoda, Michigan. Very weak signal. Oh, you're not home. Okay.
Yeah, my bathroom is kind of on the small side. When you take a shower, as soon as you come out of that shower, when the mirrors are all fogged up and all that, but it ain't too bad this time of the year because AC runs more than what it does any other time of the year. So
Right.
if you're lucky enough, the AC is running when you come out of the shower and everything's good and clear, including my
Yeah.
glasses. Otherwise,
Including the glasses.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can open the main door going in the bathroom and it won't fog up at all. It's getting air conditioned from everywhere else and it pours through there.
uh,
Yeah, in the winter months, so it fogs up pretty bad.
I forget what I was gonna say.
I have to run that overhead vent. That helps a little bit.
I was gonna say something and I forgot now.
Tarek or whoever is telling you to check your email.
Tarek, what's up, mon ami? Let me get my email up. I don't even have my email up yet. I didn't send all my links out earlier, and I forgot to. Happy 4th of July, Tarek.
I didn't even realize it was the 4th of July. I was talking with Jeff Rice earlier today for about 3 hours probably. And, we got on the subject of something and I'm like, daggum, today is 4th. I didn't even realize it. It's just me and my wife. We didn't plan nothing. I see my youngest son's up on the river or was earlier. See where he's at now. He's probably back home by now. No, he's still in the water. He's up in the Pascagoula River. Dang, he's down there by Pascagoula in his boat. He must have put in over there. They might be doing fireworks. That's what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He's in there to watch fireworks show tonight. Yeah, he ain't far from the shipyard. He's right there by it. That's him. That's him, that little icon right there. You can see the Singer River Island right there. The shipyard just north of that Singer River Island.
Oh, let me blow that up.
Yeah, that's where my youngest son is. He's in his boat. He's right there
Yeah, there's
underneath.
the island. That was the old. Well, that's the Coast Guard station, ain't it?
It is now. It used to be.
Yeah. Right.
It used to be the home port when the Navy had it.
Right. The Navy
And,
had it. Right.
and before the Navy had it, it wasn't nothing but mud lumps from where they dredged out the channels. And there's
Right.
another one
Yeah.
just like it on over there off of Bayou Casayet. And but they developed it and everything. They had missile. They still got missile silos out there on that little island that the
Yeah.
Navy put in. I mean, they're not
We
active
used
or
to
anything, but the silos are still there.
to the west of the island and behind the shipyard. We used to take the strike boat out there and throw the strike net out. It was commercial fishing. Me and Rufus Young, and
Yeah.
sometimes, boy, they got some fish that'll hang up in that corner right there.
Mm-hmm.
To the west side in the water.
Oh, they hang up.
Sometimes they got some fish that'll conglomerate up in there because it didn't matter what we caught. The fish house was buying it.
There's always good fishing around that shipyard, including right around the ship. You can make me small again, by the way.
No.
But yeah, and just north of the shipyard is actually part of it. They got the training center right there, and they got all kind of bright lights that shine down over that water. And you go night fishing right there this time of year and just kill the white trout and stuff like that. Catch them all night long. Yeah, he must be hanging around till dark for the fireworks show in that pontoon boat. Yeah, I gotta find.
Dan.
I gotta find me something to binge watch on Netflix tonight.
What's
Oh,
up, Dan McCumber? How's it going, but Mona Meat?
Tarina, she's in there with a bad headache. Never fails. She gets a few off days, and she's normally got a headache or sick or something on her off days. I mean, man, sucks.
Must be an air
Okay.
purifier.
Oh, what?
Air purifier.
I guess cheeseburgers and tater tots. There you go. Cheeseburgers in paradise. That'd be a good spoof song. Cheeseburgers and tater tots instead of cheeseburgers in paradise. Tommy Hanlon, what's up, man? Happy 4th. I know it don't pertain to you because you're in Ireland, but you know it's a holiday nevertheless. Might as well be part of it, right? Since you're here.
Now you got me singing Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Oh yeah, that little that piece of test equipment you got. You had said it put it, and I know it doesn't put it. I know it doesn't put an actual load on the battery, but with its technology, you know, it can pretty accurately test the battery. What all can it do?
You know what? Here's the only thing about it: it won't power up until you hook it to the battery. But I could show you the menu if I was able to power it up. I could show you what all you
Oh
can
yeah,
do
no,
with
I
it.
didn't want you to show. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
go through the
you can. There's
basics.
some videos on. It's made by Top Don, which is a pretty reputable company. They got a scanner. I'm wanting a bidirectional scanner. It's about $1,100. So I'm not gonna get it no time soon, but I am wanting it. But this thing's only $39. But it'll, let's see, what all did it have? It's got a menu of like 4 different things that it does. It checks your battery, and it gives you all the output of what it finds, you know, including
Yeah,
cold cranking amps, what the actual voltage is at the time you hook it up, everything about it. And then it's got it had some tests, and you could sit there and watch the thing scrolling by. And that's when I was doing the charging system. And I had to get out of it because it told me at one point to rev the engine up to 2,500 RPM. I'm looking around like I can't do it. And my wife's in there. I was going to get her to come out there and just put her foot on the accelerator and go up to 2,500 until I was through with the test, which I know is good. I was just playing with this thing, you know.
right.
But I'm like, God, I can't even adjust the idle on this or rev the engine up. Not that I can see anyway, you know, not without a throttle cable and a lever right there on the throttle body. Ain't no way to do it. This car don't
Yeah,
work like
yeah.
that.
What's up,
Yeah.
Southern Coin Hunter?
How's it going over there in Eunice? How's that car?
Going good. Wait,
I thought about you and Missy yesterday. They gave us an extra day tomorrow off, so I got a 4-day weekend.
damn, that'll work.
Yeah, when I used to work at the mechanic shop, AC shop years ago, we had a big metal
Yeah,
battery
big
tester.
metal one with a carbide. It had carbide in it.
It
for
had an
load
element
tester.
that would heat up,
Yeah.
and it actually put a load on the battery. It had a little needle, good, bad,
Oh,
blah blah
yeah.
blah.
bad cell.
This is
Yeah.
probably better than that thing because it really analyzes everything that's
Yeah,
going
they
on
call
with it.
those big ones a carbide tester.
Yeah, and they don't
Uh,
cost no more than what that does. But I wanted this digital, you know, just to.
yeah, Snap on they got one that's pretty pricey.
Oh yeah,
You mentioned a scanner for what you said $1,200 or something. A
for
scanner? What kind of
that.
scanner?
It's a Top Don Phoenix Plus, and the same company makes that, and that sucker for the price, it can do probably everything a Snap On. The Snap On is like $7,000, you know, but
Yeah,
plus it comes with 3 years, free updates and
yeah, all
stuff
your
like that.
software,
But yeah,
firmware, and software, and
but
all
all of
your
them,
different
all the
schematics for engines,
well, it depends. All them
cars.
scanners, they want you to buy subscriptions to get to where you can get everything like wiring diagrams. They don't. They
Yeah.
you got to pay for that extra.
Oh yeah. Well, you got if you're a mechanic, I'm gonna throw out South Main Auto up in New
Yeah,
York. He's got one. He's got a Autel,
yeah.
and I don't know. I forget how much those are,
They're
but he's
expensive.
got the wiring diagrams for the specific car,
Yeah,
and then the engine that comes with it,
right.
and then the locations of every connector,
Yeah, everything you
and
need
all
to
where
know.
it's at in that vehicle, under the
Yep,
dash left side, under the dash right side, up by the
right.
kick panel on the floorboard,
Yeah,
and that kick panel up on the side of the, your feet,
yeah. It tells you
and so
all
that
that.
that comes in handy.
Plus, they give you, and I'm talking about like when I worked at the shop. If I needed a wiring diagram on a certain car, like we primarily worked on AC units, but we really did everything under the sun. But if I needed a diagram on that a particular AC unit, the guy that owned the place, Ken, he would walk in there and he would. I think it's who Mitchell Motors is who he did it through. I can't remember exactly, but few minutes later, he's walking out there. Here you go, like that, and there's my diagram. I can go to work, But he paid for that service. But you could pull up anything on any car, but there's a monthly charge for that. So the way I do it, it's like we were saying last week. I'll go through All Data DIY, and I'll buy a plan just for my car. And if
Yeah, yeah,
somebody else brings me a car, I'll say, well, I'll need to get wiring schematics and all that. I said we can get your car on my All Data DIY account, but it's $20 for a month. But that's plenty of time for me to pull out everything I need, and I'll just make them pay the bill. In
right.
30 days it's deleted. But that's how I would do it. But if you're a shop and doing that day in and day out, yeah, you just got to figure that as part of your overhead. But it's so much, man. Remember the old days? You had to look through shop manuals and all that crap, and
Oh yeah.
thumb around forever trying to find it. Them days been gone.
Like uh, Johnny Best, for every car he's ever owned, he has a service manual on the vehicle.
Yeah, that's good.
Chilton or whatever,
Yeah,
Haynes or
I used to
Ames
do
or
that. I used to buy a book on everything I own, but like I said, nowadays we're in a computer age, and you can get it all through a service like that. You can either buy a book or you can buy it and do it online. Then you can actually print out what you need, and it's easier to find things. Quicker.
yeah.
Much.
Oh yeah, and
Much
it's
faster.
easier to buy the manual instead of because that a Chilton or you got to buy it online,
Yeah.
or in book form. And in Johnny's case, well, he don't have internet at his house. He don't have a computer. He has a
Yeah.
printer, just to scan certain things,
Yeah.
to make copies of bills. And then when he sends his bills off, he has copies of it, in his records. But anyway, uh, in Johnny's case, it's easier for him just to go buy the manual at O'Reilly's
Well, yeah. It probably
instead
is
of
for a
getting
lot
it
of people.
online and then printing it himself. Because ink ain't cheap.
Nope, it ain't.
Ink
It
ain't
ain't.
cheap, man. It's $40 for a double pack of ink for my printer,
Yeah.
and I just got some ink in from HP. I have a HP printer, which I paid
Right.
$3 a month for the free ink club. It's not free, you know,
Yeah.
but you pay $3 a month, and no matter how much ink you use, when you running out of ink, your printer tells them, because that printer stays on 24/7.
Yeah.
That printer tells HP through the
Yeah.
router how much ink it's got, and when
Yeah.
it gets low, it says, "Hey, Boudreaux needs some more ink." You know,
Yeah.
within a couple of weeks, and
I,
I just got some ink in the other day. Didn't have to go to Walmart, pay $40.
yeah.
I got it, and some months I don't make a lot of stuff, you know, for ink. But the first year we had that, man, we were knocking out pictures. So I got 3 sets of inks. That was $120 worth of ink I got.
Yeah, it's not cheap. I got an HP right here beside me, right here. And when I first got it, they wanted me to join a thing where they just automatically send it to you. You know,
That's what I'm in. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't doing that because I don't print that
What,
often.
for $3 a month? Man, I got
No,
$120 worth of ink
Yeah,
for $30.
yeah.
$36.
We bought
I got
this ink in
120.
here probably a year ago, and I still got
Uh-huh.
ink. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
not
you don't
gonna-
hardly make. I don't hardly make, like when I do service manuals for radio.
Yeah,
It's all black and white anyway,
Right.
you know. And
yeah,
it's like 60 pages per service manual. You know, a lot of voltages and schematics and stuff, but a lot of voltage charts in it, and truth
Yeah.
charts. But yeah, I mean it works out paying. It went up. Now it's $4 a month
yeah.
for the free ink club.
I used.
But if
what
you
did
go
she
buy
say?
ink,
I
it's
used to
$40
could hit the compressor
a
with a
package.
stick, and it come on. Not this. It ain't always Freon. It can be anything on the AC system. Just so you know, it could be a leak and you lost Freon.
Oh,
But,
it is miserable in a vehicle with no air
Yeah,
conditioning and red lights. Oh man,
that's
I
how I
gotta
ended
lean
up.
off the dock and get some more lemonade. Be back.
That's how I ended up working on my buddy's son's car because his son went and bought one of them $40 bottles of R134A. Has a little blue hose in the thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why did he buy that? He goes, his AC ain't cool. And I said, man, it might not need no refrigerant. It could be a whole different problem. You know, I used to do this stuff for a living for right at what 16 years, but I did regular air conditioning way before then even. And I said, it could be all kind of stuff. So anyway, I ended up getting the car over here as a bad compressor. Long story short, and he just wasted his money on that stuff. You know, everybody thinks, you know, it don't cool, it needs Freon. It can be all kind of things. It could be an electrical issue. It could be a bad compressor. It could be a restriction. You can have a condenser fan go out. It's blowing off on the high side, taking the compressor off. It could be a bad clutch. It could be too much air gap in the clutch. It can be a bunch of stuff. It could be a bad compressor, but the only way to know it is somebody's got to hook up on it with gauges and just see if it'll even come on, see if there is pressure in it. You know, you got to start with that. It won't take if it won't take the Freon, then it sounds like it ain't pumping, but you don't know that for sure. What year is it? 2003. Okay, that's gonna be a fixed displacement. 2003. If it won't take the Freon, it sounds like it ain't pumping. If you get somebody with got a set of gauges, hook it up on the high side and low side, and well, you say it won't even come on though. So I use
That could
the
be-
gauge.
That could be a control card. On these newer cars, they got those control cards that are computerized. I had it happen on my 92 pickup.
Yeah, it's all kind of computer. I mean, that car I worked on, if you watched the video, you would understand it. That computer controls the pressures on that car. I mean, the compressor is producing the pressures, but the computer tells it at what percent to pump at. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of stuff that can go on with an air conditioner, especially modern day. But 2003, that wouldn't be too bad to work on.
No, I just got rid of a 2012 Toyota Corolla.
Yeah,
I drove it for 4 years with no AC, and somebody else bought it from me.
yeah,
I'm going to find out on the back side up against the firewall where the compressor was mounted at was a crack in it. Because I took to O'Reilly's, they hooked the gauges up, and it was overcharged. But it only cooled every so often.
yeah.
Turned out there was a crack on the back side, so what it was doing, When it'll come on, it'll cool off, but then that crack will open up and start pulling out in outside air.
Crack in the compressor?
Yep, on the housing.
It's like all the Freon would pour out of it. You know, just
You
don't.
think it would, but I think it will cool off every so often. But when you put the gauges on, it was overcharged.
I'd have to look at that one.
Well, I haven't no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
a lot of cars, people buy Freon thinking that's all it needs. They put it in there, they done overcharge their system, and ultimately they end up taking it to a shop somewhere. And I can't tell you the overcharged cars that used to come into our shop. You know, it's like, why does people think it's always? Sometimes it is. Sometimes all the refrigerant's leaked out. You put Freon, you're back up and cool until it leaks out again. You know, ideally you want to find a leak and repair it, pull a good vacuum on it, recharge it, and you're good to go for a while. But, you know, there's just so many things that can happen is my point. It's not the Freon. Well, if the compressor won't even turn on, you know, that's your first thing you got to figure out. Why won't it turn on? A pressure switch could go bad. You can jump a pressure switch out.
Yeah.
You can jump it out and see if it comes on. You can bump on the front of that clutch. If you got everything turned on and the AC lights and everything is just bumping in front of that compressor. We used to have them come in all the time. As soon as you bump it, it'll come on because it gets too much air gap between the clutch and the pulley, and it's not enough magnetic pull to suck it in there until you bump it. And that's just from wear and tear as it engages every time. That goes wrong with some of them, you know. All kind of things.
What's up, Radio Mike? Mike Jacina, how you doing today? Happy 4th of July. Mike Hodge, happy 4th. What's up?
Yeah, I dropped that video, not even 2 weeks, and I've had numerous comments say, hey, I got an AC doing this, and I'm like, golly. You know, I can't fix your AC with a comment. You know, I mean, I have to physically see what's going on.
The fan won't kick on.
I'm sweating.
Circulating fan coming out of the vent. Well, let's check your fuse on that, or it could be a resistor pack. Will the fan work wide open? Because some fan, if the resistor pack goes out for the different levels, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the time when the resistor pack goes bad, the fan will work wide open.
Yeah.
You know.
Where are you reading it at?
In the comments.
Oh, okay. He's talking about his inside blower motor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can check. First thing you do is check to see if it's getting voltage. Unplug it, see if you're getting voltage there. Plug it back up and bump it. Hit it. A lot of times that'll, kind of like an old fan that's about wore out, you can bump it, and sometimes it'll kick on. If it does, just get you another blower motor. But first, make sure it's getting voltage. That's the first place to start. And then if it is a fan motor that's on its way out and getting in a bind, it's possible it's got a blown fuse. Replace the fuse, then bump it and see. But if it comes on after bumping it hard, you need a new blower motor. Yeah, bump it with a stick.
Yeah, because the motor's right there under the hood, you know, on the passenger side by the firewall. That's where your blower fan's at.
Yeah. Yeah, they got different types of resistor sets up, but you're right about most of them anyway, that they will blow on high but no other speed.
Mine's
that's a resistor.
Well, in me and Johnny's fan, my fan went out after a while. It worked when I had got the Jeep. And then Johnny, his didn't work from the get-go. It worked on high, but that was it. So I ordered me a resistor pack and Johnny a resistor pack.
Yeah.
You know, same one. So I ordered 2 of them. And like I said, both of them worked on high. On me and Johnny's in our Jeeps, you take the glove box out, whoop, there it is.
Okay.
Take it out, undo it from the connector, plug it in, put your glove box back in, and you're good to go.
Yep. Most cars nowadays, that part is pretty accessible on most of them.
Yeah. I didn't have to bend down, get on the floorboard, and get up. Just took the glove box out.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Couple 5, 6
Easy as pie.
screws. Yep. Yeah, I've done many of them.
Live and direct from Network 23 by Washington, D.C. Just another day in the life. May have to take the dog out for a walk. The Beagle.
Yeah, it'd be rough having to drive around this time of year without AC. I can't even
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
I
Matt
guess
Carlson. Whoop. There it is.
I did it for 4 years, so I know what it's like.
It could be the relay, but there again, it has to be checked out to know for sure. It can be a bunch of things. I'm just telling you from experience, you know. But yeah, you do have a relay that kicks that clutch on. But the pressure switch has got to be good in order for it to ever tell the relay to do that. You know, there's just so many variables that we're talking about.
I tell you what, on that little car that came down from New York, the compressor, air conditioner compressor on that thing is about this big around. You know, it's no bigger, hardly, it's about the size of a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it's small.
What kind of car?
Suzuki.
Huh.
Got a little 2.0 liter engine in it, little bitty 4-cylinder.
Dang.
Imagine a Rubik's Cube 1.5 times the size.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
That's about the size of it.
That one I did on that Nissan, it was about average size. But man, back in the day, them compressors like the ones that GM used to have, them suckers were like this. They were huge. It's like, good God.
You got any bolt biters or turbo sockets?
No.
You
Then
don't?
you had them old York style compressors that a lot of cars had back in the day.
Yeah, this is a 2011 Suzuki. And it's got the little 2.0 liter in it. You know, a little bitty old motor.
Yeah, my motor's little on this Toyota. What is it? 1.4 liter?
Of course, the engine mount bolts are probably rusted to hell, too.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, I'm a girl. I don't know. I know there's some girls, they say, I don't need no man helping me under the hood of a car. I know my way around. And all that time she pouring windshield wiper fluid in the oil port. Oh, yeah, a whole gallon of it, windshield wiper fluid in the oil port.
Some women know what they're doing. My wife, she was a mechanic in the Air Force, and her daughter was heavy equipment operator, and she knows mechanics too, and she was in the Seabees. So, you know.
Construction, yeah.
Some women can definitely get her done.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mitsubishi Mirage, 3-cylinder engine. No, kind of like the little Geo, Chevy Geos, or, well, they were put out by Chevy. 3-cylinder engines. I remember that friend of mine's mom, she wanted me to change the spark plugs in her engine. And it was 3 spark plugs. I took them plugs out. They had 70-something thousand miles on the engine, 75,000. Them plugs look brand new.
Yeah.
But, you know, she wanted to change, so I put 3 brand new ones in there. She didn't have but maybe 90,000 miles when she traded that car in. They gave her a $500 trade-in on the car.
That's it?
That's it. And that car wasn't but 4 years old. You know, right out of warranty or whatever. $500 on a trade-in.
That's all.
And the guy that lived across the street from her house, his car just broke down a couple of days before that, and they needed a ride. Well, I didn't know that my buddy's mama was doing all that. So I said, Reinhardt needs a car. And she called the dealer, tried to get it back. They wouldn't give it back to her.
I was going to say she'd been way better off just selling that and then getting her.
Oh,
new car.
yeah. Well, she didn't want to go through all that. She was an old lady. You know?
Yeah, they took her, man. Good Lord. I hate to hear that.
Yeah, tonic car. Sneeze in it, you get a concussion. Hit your head on something, huh?
They probably sold it for
Man.
$10,000-$12,000.
Yeah, ain't no telling. A lot more than 500 on a trade
Yeah,
down.
I think she paid something like
Freaking crooks,
12 or
man. I
thirteen
swear.
thousand for that little Geo.
I don't see how they sleep at night.
But yeah, she said they said they already processed the car. That meant they went through it, checking
Yeah.
all everything. They was probably going to ask 3 or 4 thousand for that car on the lot
Mm-hmm.
as
Probably did,
resale.
at least.
Uh,
Yeah.
$500, man. That's a shame what car dealers
If you want a new
do.
car, you got to go through a dealer. But I tell you what, that's the only dealings I have. I wouldn't dare. People talking about professional mechanics. That's some of the worst mechanics I've ever seen in my life. Were working for dealerships. Didn't know their butt from a hole in the ground.
Well, if you would ever watch South Main Auto, his channel, there's dealers, the local dealers in his town that send
Yeah.
him cars that they can't fix. They wish he worked at their dealership.
Oh, I bet. I remember I was telling Stanley this yesterday. Derek, when we come back from Illinois, he married a girl up there and come back. Her name was Anna. She had a little Dodge Stratus, and they were coming back from Mobile one day to here, and he called me like, "Man, this car, something's going on with it." He goes, "I smell a lot of gas and it's running like crap." Anyway, he pulled it up to the house, and I got to looking. I said, "This injector is not firing, or it's not opening and closing. It's the computer's not operating it, and it's stuck open, and it's just flooding that cylinder." I said, "That's where all your fuel's going." So anyway, I couldn't really do nothing about it. I was too busy between two jobs, but I unplugged that injector. And so she wanted to take it to the Dodge dealership there in Pasco. I said, "I don't recommend it, but okay, whatever." I said, "You can take it to our shop." I said, "I can't tell you when we'll get to it because, you have to be on like a waiting list." And so she took it to them, and they looked at it and said she needs a new wiring harness like that. And, I'm sure it was wire related or something, but not necessarily. And anyway, that mechanic, he's back putting everything back together, and he plugs that one injector up. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Don't plug that up." "Why not?" I said, "Because that's the one that's flooding that cylinder." That's the reason I unplugged it. And he goes, "You sure on it?" "Yeah, I'm sure." I knew more about what was going on with that car than he did. Just and just from just looking at it for a few minutes, I'm like, "Man, y'all ain't worth the crap." That's just one example. I'm sure a lot of people's got horror stories with that. Tell you something's wrong when it's not. Those kind of people, what I call parts changers, they'll keep throwing parts at it until they finally hit the right one and charge you for every last part that it didn't need. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of cases. I ain't saying all of them. I'm just saying there's some like that.
Oh yeah. I had a friend of mine that my dad was raised with him. I went to school with his kids. My dad was older than him, but anyway, he was a mechanic and he worked for the at the Ford Lincoln where they sold the Lincoln cars at.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a very big dealership, I mean, Bay City, the main Ford dealership in Abbeville, Bay City Ford, was a lot bigger than that place.
Yeah.
But the Lincoln place was smaller. It was older, smaller. They didn't want to move to a bigger area and all that. They were fine with what they had right there. And his name was James LeBlanc.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that cat, man, he was a mechanic. Now
Yeah.
he worked he was their shop foreman.
Right.
And he knew what he was doing. Now this is before all these computers and stuff came out. Like I think he retired from there, and I want to say probably about 85 or 86,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
He
And I don't know if they had those onboard
not to the extent,
plug-ins.
not to the extent they got today. In '96, they went to that OBD2, but they did have some
When did
computer
they
controlled
they
things.
start the OBD port? What year they started that?
I don't know what year they actually started putting that in cars, but I know I think it was '96 is when the OBD2
Came out,
type
yeah.
came out. But they've been around a minute, but they were so basic and simple. It didn't control things like it does today. You got computers after computer after computer. You got your CAN network. That's all that is a bunch of computers talking to each other on your car, controlling everything from windows to headlights, knowing when to dim, automatic, all kind of stuff. You know, you name it, there's something controlling it. And yeah, mechanics back in the day, if they didn't keep up with the times, they'd be lost as Hogan's Ghost, man. You know, nothing's done the way it was back in them days. Nothing. Yeah, I was watching some guy the other day, and he was talking. He used to work at a Toyota dealership, and what was he saying? He was saying that something that looks like it's going to be a nightmare to figure out or whatever, they'll just kind of put it back on the altar, and they never really find the time to diagnose it right and really get to the problem. And I can't remember what he said as to why. Something to do with, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty obvious,
Now, I already told you about that, Elvis. What's up, Elvis? The Minnesota Miracle has arrived. And if the Minnesota Vikings would ever win the Super Bowl, it would be a Minnesota Miracle. I told you that, Elvis. There's only two things that control the tide. That is the moon and LSU. Booyah! Elvis is in the building. Same in my field. Yeah, Mike's electronics technician.
Same in my field, electronics repair.
He works on some high-tech equipment.
Electronic. Should I send you an electronic copy of my book? He's talking to you, I guess.
No, he's talking to you.
Oh.
I got his book. He authored a book on generators and the electronics part of the generators.
Yeah.
He contracted to a certain somebody and was overseas, in the sandbox over there.
Yeah.
For Uncle Sam, just say. And he was a contractor over there, and he got a lot of stuff done, put it that way.
Right.
That other people couldn't do.
Yeah.
But he'll send you an email.
It's on electronics.
Book.
The book's on.
Yeah, and and generators, generator stuff.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You know my email. You can
some of that stuff might help you in your adventures and endeavors in air conditioning work, maybe.
Yeah, never know. But yeah, I want to get that little short video out today because, like I said, I'm gonna be gone a week once I get there. I'm not leaving till Tuesday, so it'll be the following week before I can even think about shooting another video. So I want to get a video out for both channels. Got that one done today. I got to shoot one tomorrow for my cooking channel. Get it edited. I'll put a little bit more effort in it.
Yeah, I'll shoot you his email real quick.
I'll put it right here. I ain't worried about it.
Oh, okay.
It's on my channel, so.
Yeah, Phil guy, again, I don't know if he's at work or not, Elvis. I want to say he is at work because that company don't close. There it is. Oop, there it is.
Yep, that's it.
I'm surprised you're not related to Elmer Jones and all them from by Cumbus.
I think I am. We talked about that before.
Oh, you said you think you are?
Yeah, I know. We're kind of some Joneses out that way. My dad knew them. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he knew them. But I know we had some relatives. Matter of fact, he used to own his own business chain link privacy fence and stuff like that. And
Right.
we actually did some work for some of them that was related to us years ago,
Yeah.
back in the 70s.
I remember at the barn, on the farm, they had nothing. They had a lot of now around the house. They had a little hurricane fence, chain link fence.
Yeah.
But for the corrals and on the farm across from the house on
Mhm.
Elmer Jones Road, instead of like take a right on Barataria Road, like you're going to the landing in the back in front of Charles English's house.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like say if you're coming from the Oaks store, the chili dog place, you don't turn left on Barataria Road. You turn right on Elmer Jones Road, and then at the end, all to the right, that was all nothing but 3-inch drill pipe
Yeah.
for fencing. When they built the fence, they built it right. It was all welded, and it was meant to stay. Put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't been out that way in a long time. I used to live out that way for a couple of years, up to 97. But we used to raise hogs out there at my buddy's place. That was many moons ago.
What was his name?
Young 30s. Ed Taylor. He was kin to some Benefils in that era and some Taylors.
I didn't know they had any Benefils over there. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I knew some Benefils in Abbeville. Shannon Smith. Hey, how y'all doing over there?
I just got his email. Let me do it on this other computer.
Remember old Stark? What was his first name?
Okay, it's on a Google Drive.
What you said, Stark? Which one? Neil Stark.
I know
Neil.
Nils.
He lived on the bayou, on Bayou Compass,
Yeah.
but on the on Charlie Beausard's roadside.
PDF. I guess it's the PDF I need. General Shop Electronics Repair Manual. How to keep the crap running. Let me hit the download button. I'll save it to this computer.
Now you have to cross the bridge by the old. They used to have a little ways right there to pick up boats from Bayou Compass. Where Bayou Compass was real narrow. I forget who had that little. It wasn't a shipyard really. They just had a ways there where you could put like a big, good sized boat, like a Lafitte skiff, like a 30-footer. Put it up there on the waves and then crank it out the water. You cross that bridge right there and then went all the way back. It was only one way in, one way out. And that went to Charlie Beausard's bar back there and boat ramp.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, I'm just looking at his index. A lot of that crosses over to a lot of different things, including cars, all this stuff. I'll have to dig deeper in that. Don't need fancy equipment. The robot tester. I wish them links worked. Silver relay tester, cheap X versus Y component tester.
Well,
He's got some links to some tools you can't buy anywhere, but it's not letting me click on them or anything. People shooting fireworks around me.
Took that today or not?
they're shooting around my house right now.
I thought you was home earlier. Where you at, Southern?
I'm at home.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Well, actually, I did. I went live today on YouTube for about an hour.
It's probably about the time I was taking a nap. I didn't see a notification.
Right about 1 o'clock.
I was taking a nap. Wait, yeah, I was taking a nap. Sure was. No, wait a minute. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I was at 4 o'clock. I took a nap.
Well, I went through all my finds and varieties I found for the last 3 months. From April 1st to June 30th, I went through all those. Did 60 coins in about 55 minutes.
I scoped a lot of coins today. I should have went live doing that. I had a buddy of mine from Dural over here. Dural. He came over and brought a bunch of large dollars, bunch of small dollars, bunch of quarters, sack of nickels, some pennies, dimes. All together, we found 6 or 7 silver quarters, 1 silver dime. In the large dollars, we found a 1 ounce 999 fine silver coin. It was a Whitman. Whitman books, coin books.
Yeah.
They published, the red book and the folders, the 3-way folders and all that. Well, they had a coin in there that was from Whitman Publishing, and it was a 3/9 fine, 1 troy ounce. And he was like, he picked that up out of some dollars. He went to the bank and got a bunch of dollar coins, and he never even looked through them. He brought them over here, and silver. Had a Morgan in there, but the Morgan didn't weigh right. It only weighed 24 grams, which it should weigh 27, or right at almost 27 grams. And
it could have been worn.
Yeah, it wasn't that worn though. Not for 3 grams.
Uh-huh.
3 grams of silver. No, that's a lot of silver. I could show you a gram bar of silver, and that's a lot of silver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll be like, 1/100th of a gram, yeah, but not that much.
Appreciate the book. I'll dig deeper into that a little later. I did scroll through a lot of it.
Yeah, at the end they got some tools, homemade tools you can make. They got an octopus for an oscilloscope, if you have one, an oscilloscope, but it turns your oscilloscope into a curve tracer.
Yeah.
Tests diodes and transistors.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for diodes, especially like Zener diodes, for a breakdown. If you can control the gain on it, which this right here, you plug it into 110 and it puts out, what is it? Your filament voltage, 6 volts. So, and it's like, the amps, I think I got a 2 amp transformer that I ordered for it.
Yeah.
But it'll give you like you're testing a Zener diode with it. It'll show if it's breaking down or not.
Yeah. I don't really do electronics, but I do like to diagnose things. If there's a problem, I don't try to fix it. I just replace the part. What I like doing is actually proving when something is bad or not. Doing the diagnostics. That's kind of where.
What's up, Dan-O? How you doing, man? Happy 4th. In case I missed happy 4th to anybody, happy 4th of July, everybody. Frequency and voltages are separately controlled. Now, and I tell you another thing that's different that the military has is their HVAC systems. For their rooms, them units that they in, the modules.
How is it different?
The HVAC systems, they built very heavy duty, like anything else the military's got. Very heavy duty, and was like a full wave wreck.
It's built to last. In other words, I mean, it's still
It's built
working.
to last,
Obviously, it works
but
on the same
oh yeah, they
principle.
have compressors and yeah, same theory
Yeah,
and all that, principles and
it's just built
everything.
to last because they're
It's
the
just
ones
built to
paying for it.
last, and
Yeah,
it's not like we have these little window units,
yeah,
air conditioners, window units. Now, what the military uses is like a portable unit, but
yeah.
it's nothing like a window unit like that.
Right.
A power conversion
Everything
box
on a
for a
consumer
military
level, man,
tent
just about everything has went over. Including that well machine I just got, and a lot of your air conditioner. It really saves on electric bills, but that is the what's the word I'm looking for? I had it on my tongue and I can't think of it now. The help me out, boo.
Wait, what? I was reading something. What?
Inverter technology. I said that's really coming a long way with a lot of things we use compared to like air conditioners, well machines, you name it. Using inverter technology, it's cutting the power bills down big time. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
them little window shaker type air conditioners used to put window units. Man, them things would eat up a power bill. But now they got the inverter type. You know, mini splits and stuff like that, but they're so much more efficient on power bills.
Yeah.
The newer style inverter type.
Yeah, inverter. You see, years ago, okay, you got like what we call a converter, okay, power supply converter from, it takes 110, turns it into 12 volts or 13.8 volts,
Right.
okay, that's a converter, and then a lot of people call those inverters, which they not. An inverter is something that takes 12-volt battery voltage and turns it into 110.
Yeah, but it's not that cut and dry when it comes to like weld machines and things like
Oh
that.
no, yeah, right, right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? It's
Yeah.
they're still it's inverter technology is what they're calling it. You
Uh,
know, and to me a rectifier is I remember I had one time. It was a little gray box with two prongs sticking out of the top. You could take a 9 volt little 9 volt battery and hook to one end, you was getting 120 volts out of it. I mean, it would shock the fire out of you. It was like AC voltage. It was taking that DC 9 volt battery, and I actually brought it to school one day, and this shows you how stupid people were back in the 60s. They allowed me to set it up with a battery, and I had the whole class touch each other, made a big circle, and each one on each end touched each other and lit everybody up. We might as well stick our fingers in the light sockets,
that was the inverter, or actually a rectifier,
That was a
something
rectifier.
that
Yeah.
turns AC into DC.
Yeah.
It's like
Actually, it was
two
DC.
diodes or four diodes. Half
It,
wave or a full wave
right.
rectifier.
But man, it was putting out some volts. I'm like, holy crap. It's hard to believe that coming out of that little small battery.
A rectum fire. That's right,
Yeah.
Dano. Rectum fire.
Yeah, I don't
Rectum
know what I
damn
ever
near
did with
killed
that
it.
thing. I was just a kid, man. I was in elementary school playing with that thing. My neighbor gave it to me. He was like one of these genius guys. He was like electronics genius. He ended up going in the Navy. I don't know whatever happened to him, but he was so into all that stuff, and he was giving me stuff like that and show me how to use it.
What's up, Troy V?
Troy
Welcome to the
V.
live stream. Happy for it, Troy. I gotta get some more lemonade. I shall return.
Yep. I got to get a beer. Was it something you said? I don't know. $10,000 volts. Holy crap. Oh, man. It's almost 9 o'clock. What, did Boo have to go squeeze the lemons? Said he's making lemonade. He must be leaning off the dock, too.
Okay, I don't want to. I'm fixing to leave.
All right, and this lean off the dock moment was brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Buy stacks, Grumpy Stack Tires, that is, located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Tire. That's my lean off the dock commercial. Yeah, I should have sent Grumpy a link. You know, they probably grilling and chilling outside right now. They do their stuff late.
Yeah, my neighbor next door, he borrowed my Weber grill yesterday. I don't know if he's used it yet. It's still sitting in his front yard.
We was at what was it, Super One yesterday, and they had some old smoky grills. And $80.
What is
There's
it?
some
I'm
old
sorry.
smokies. Old smoky,
Yeah,
you know, the round ones,
yeah.
you know,
I know what you're talking about.
at the supermarket, $80.
Yeah.
I don't know what accessories and all was that. You know, it was in a big old box, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't know if it came with a ring in it. Probably not, you know. You know, the center ring.
Yeah, I don't know. Did some deep cleaning on my grills today. Just got done eating. Fun times.
Yeah, kind of like a leg lift.
You got a few of your regulars didn't pop in here today.
Phil guy, like I said, was probably at work today. He's gonna go live tonight.
What about what's his
What?
name? The one that drives the truck.
Raging Cajun.
Yeah,
I
Raging
sent him a
Cajun.
link. I sent
Okay.
him a link. Damn, Terry got $4,000 worth of fireworks. We're fixing a bust off. Damn.
Now that's money to burn, literally right there. Holy crap!
Yeah. Well, he celebrates the 4th. You know,
Obviously, there you go.
they got the big fireworks in town. Well, it's not in town, and I forgot all about it. We were talking about it a couple of days ago. We was going to go over there early
Yeah.
and find a spot to park, and then wait 3 hours, you know, for traffic to clear out and come back home. But man, they have one hell of a show every year. And what's his first name? Ron Pert?
Ken Pierce.
Ken Peart. He puts on he's a pyromaniac. He's a pyrotechnician, but he's a pyromaniac. And didn't he used to be the mayor at one time or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago, he was out there.
But the city contracts him to do the fireworks every year. And he promised this is going to be the best ever, especially in the grand finale. He had one time. Me and Johnny and Missy went. We parked at Cos. No, we parked across the street from Cos's. We didn't park in Cos's, or did we?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we parked in Cos's driveway. The
Yeah.
one on the road that runs on.
Yeah.
Not where he would park his what was that thing he had? That that box truck van, whatever. What's the name of them things?
He had a HHR.
Yeah, that's it. HHR. I knew it started with a H. Well, we parked on the other side of his house, on that main street that goes east and west. And then we walked in the field, past the trees and set up our chairs in the field right there to watch. And that's when he had that low level to the ground grand finale. At the end of the grand finale, it looked like an oil tank exploded at a chemical plant, or a chemical tank exploded. That's what part of the grand finale looked like. I think it was a grand finale kind of went wrong.
Yeah, I thought my son was out in the water to watch the fireworks. I don't know what time they go off, but I'm. Wait a minute, where is it? Okay, he's at a gas station. He's already pulled the boat out, I reckon. Oh well.
Made a grill. Oh, some armor plate. The mechanics took it and made a grill. Damn. Nearly pulled my shoulder out trying to lift the cover. Protect the stakes in any event or of an attack by the outlaw. Was on the top of a mental hospital on Long Island, about 13 floors up on the roof. That would be a good view. I think Baton Rouge got a good 4th of July on the Mississippi River.
That'd be
You
cool.
can park anywhere in Port Allen and then, climb up on the levee, walk up on the levee. I mean, not climb up on it. You can walk up on top of the Mississippi River levee, and they have a barge. Huge barges and a big old tugboat in the river just holding the current always running south, so the tugboat's facing north and the barges, and the captain's just holding it there in the current right there, and you can see you can see the big cylinders on the barges where the fireworks come out of. Big iron cylinders. They say what is it? Chicago, I think. They got a huge fireworks display. I think it's Chicago or Detroit. Detroit also. Detroit's on the river. I mean, on the lake. Part of it.
Don't get me lying.
On the lake shore.
It probably is. A lot of them big cities are on water, like that. But I don't know for sure. Never been
drone shows. Yeah, man. They got some of them in China that's off the hook.
Huh.
They got like hundreds and hundreds of drones, and they lit up and they programmed to light, unlight, turn off, on, and move. And man, they put on awesome shows with them drones. Like I say, probably got 1,000 drones though,
Yeah. Huh.
And then laser light, yeah. Oh, China, Asia's. I think they kind of forefronted that technology, because Japan, they was always in the, technology, and then we kind of get it from them sometimes. Yeah, over Lake Michigan. That's what I was getting at. They got barges out there that they have the fireworks on, all set up, and then I guess light the fuse and get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call it. It's a couple minutes till. Do our outros and might go outside and see if we can see some of the fireworks from here. I kind of doubt it though. I kind of doubt. What time the bomb starts? At 9 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, we're gonna walk on the. We're gonna walk out the house and on the end of the road to see if we can, because the highway. Oh, I heard something way over there. I heard something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, them things loud. We can hear them from over here, and that's what about 3 miles, 4 miles from here to there.
No, it's about 2 miles.
2. Okay. Well, we can still hear them from here, and I just heard something big. Now they got people in town that have some big artillery bombs, artillery shells that go up and explode. They got some that they got some casings about that big around, the tubes about that big around that they sell at the tents, firework tents over here. All right, Radio Mike, take it easy. Hey, Russ, you want to do your outro, brother, and I'll do mine?
I don't really have an outro, but appreciate you sending me a link. That's about it.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming in, Russ. And happy 4th of July, everybody. Independence Day. And, Tex Guy 790, he's still hanging around. Troy, Tex, Mike, Dano, everybody in here. Lady Spitfire, David Carlisle. I know I'm missing a lot. Tarek. I know I'm missing a lot of names here. But all right. Y'all know the routine is good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A Pluta.
Yeah.